Hey guys, today I'll be showcasing a contemporary Sims 4 home speed build with custom content. This was created in Newcrest, which is part of the base game Sims 4, showcasing sort of this contemporary black and white with deep wood tones, sort of modern feel to the house with some pretty cool indoor-outdoor spaces. So whenever I'm creating a new home, I kind of start out with just some blocks and kind of build as I go to make sure that everything matches up how I want it in the end. You can see here I'm kind of placing my windows, seeing how I want the indoor space to feel as I'm going in and creating the outside. You can see there I created sort of a garage look with a bunch of smaller windows. Of course it won't be a garage because Sims 4 doesn't include any cars. But just to give it that look, it'll end up being a different space inside. I then go in creating some roof lines. Again, just to give me an idea of kind of where I want it to go. This will change sort of as it's created. I go ahead and give that upper level a medium height to fit the windows a little bit better. Go in and create some details. So really just focusing on kind of the structure of the house before I go in and start doing some more interior design elements in the inside. I like to use fences, just sort of potted plant feel. I'll get to that in a second. Here I'm sort of creating a driveway, as you can see, kind of leveled up. Trying to find here, obviously, some paint that matches some flooring that's in the game, how to switch that up. Here, trying to figure out sort of how it's look. I originally had an idea to kind of do these beveled steps. Didn't work out exactly how I wanted it, so kind of switched it up here. It's still looking pretty nice. Then here I'm going in with those potted plants, so you can see kind of how that gives a clean landscaped look to it. Making this sort of an outdoor pavilion, so creating the fireplace first, using some custom content with these really cool awnings. This took forever, so I sped this up quite a bit to get these all matched up perfectly, but this looks pretty cool in the end, as you can see here. I'll go in to decorate that space in a little bit, but throwing on some fence, some kind of modern looking to sort of match the aesthetic of the rest of the house, and just adding some details here to fix up the landscaping. Then go in here, focus on what I want the back of the house to look like. So up here I'm working with an outdoor balcony. This will be sort of the master suite sort of balcony that will look out into the rest of the backyard. I really try to fill this space as much as I can, making it the most logical and kind of following the aesthetic that I've chosen. Going in here, adding some windows and doors. This could change kind of as I go in and start to model out what the inside will look like. So this can change, but just to give myself sort of an idea, guidelines to follow. Added in kind of another chimney looking structure on the outside again. Obviously it's faux, but kind of looks real. Starting to work on sort of what the entrance will look like, as well as some of the other doors and windows to the structure to kind of, again, mold out what I want this inside space to look like. Went with some darker wood, a sort of, that contemporary feel, maybe mid-century modern a little bit, and then just going in, adding some decor that sort of follows suit. Again, using a lot of custom content here. That library's been built somewhat over time, but a lot of these things can be found in the base game or an extension or expansion packs, so it's not too hard to sort of recreate this look. Going in, adding a little front sitting room, sort of just to fill that space, and adding some layered rugs to add some texture and artisticness, if you will. These cool dividers here you can see under the staircase there. I love that. That's in, I'm not sure what expansion pack, but that's not any custom content. Something I like to do is sort of create a fireplace out of the wall, so I'll go ahead, add a window to a wall space, and then add a fireplace right behind that for kind of a cool and also functional fireplace. Love to go and add pillows. This might be my favorite thing from anything custom content is the pillows. I feel like that's definitely missing in the Sims 4 game on its own. Oops, save there. Also love these placemats and little decor items. Again, a lot of custom content there. Going in and adding some mirrors just to kind of fill the space, make it feel a little bit bigger. This part took a little bit with the kitchen. Couldn't really decide where I wanted to go, what I wanted it to look like. Kind of a style that I'm not super familiar with, so this was definitely a challenge for me. Go ahead and add 2 little bar spaces. So this one here that I have to mess around and edit with a couple of times to kind of make it work with the space. But then going in and adding this island counter as well for some additional seating. Not using any cabinets to give it kind of a more modern feel. I'll go ahead and add some appliances first, and then I go in with these shelves to sort of match the wood of the cabinets, and just to give it a little bit more of a modern, angular feel. Adding some decor, some from the base game, some is custom content. Before adding all of these plates and then deleting a few to make it look nice. Here we go with sort of a little office nook space. Again, keeping it pretty simple, modern, but using some rich colors to liven up the place. This space was challenging for me. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do here. Obviously, from the outside, this looks like a garage, but from the inside, I decided to make this sort of a home basketball court. Kind of bounce around here as I think of things throughout the game. So leveling off this outdoor space, picking some tile here, and then I go back in later on to finish it off. I really do try to pay attention to details. Sometimes spaces are kind of hard to fill with that, but you'll see me go back and forth a few times here, trying to figure out sort of what I want the space to look and feel like. Starting with the upstairs space, this took a little bit to messing around with how big I wanted this room to be, which is intended to be a sort of a master suite. I figured I would kind of just start putting things together before deciding if I wanted to mess around with the layout of the room anymore and potentially edit things from the exterior of the home. Here I'm going in with a bunch of pillows. Really try to add warmth and mixing that with sort of the modern feel, which is consistent throughout the home. Love these fireplaces from some custom content creators. And you can see here, I'm just kind of picking and choosing and deciding how I want to fill the space with a bunch of details here. This took a little bit with the curtains. Sometimes, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but curtains don't always tend to match up how you want it to. I also go ahead and add these little windows here just to even it out, so they're all the same height across. Then go in and start to decorate this little outdoor space, kind of an extension of the master suite that leads out into the back outdoor space. Here, kind of deciding what I want to do with this bathroom and realized I made it a little bit too small, so go in again, editing with the awnings. This is definitely the most time-consuming part, but definitely worth it in the end. I love to kind of create these dual showers. I do it differently kind of every time, but like to get a bath in there, especially for a master suite, kind of these him and hers showers. And then going ahead, I like to create sort of that private toilet area. And then these two vanities, again, his and hers sort of feel, so a true master suite. And then kind of just going in, playing around with the feel, try to add in some more warmth. You'll see me kind of mess around with the wall coloring, the floors. This part takes a little bit just to kind of make it match and feel like an extension of the master bedroom. Going here, kind of looking at this outdoor space, kind of figuring out what I want to do with it. I figured these awnings are really hard to decorate with, so I had to move one out of the way. Again, creating that sort of built-in fireplace feel with this nice extension from the like home decorator expansion pack. Or I think it's just an add-on. I kind of forget what it's called. Finished up that space. It's pretty cool from the outside. Minor edits through here, and then decided to kind of work on this this entryway and curb appeal portion. Like to add some lights because I like to look at it from the night and kind of see it all light up like that. It looks good. Then I realized this kind of wall was empty and kind of looked weird from the outside, so enlarged some of these custom content pictures to kind of fit how I wanted. Going back here to this outdoor space, I'm going to finish this off, so I'm smoothing out the ground to make it a little bit more natural looking. Adding this outdoor kitchen space, which I love. I know Sims love to grill, so sometimes I even feel like they favor the grill, so I always like to include that when I can. Sort of an outdoor eating space, again with the placemats. I love that. Just kind of making this feel, again, like an extension of the home and making it as cohesive as possible. Add in this little gathering area, as well as another seating area. This is one of the first houses I haven't put a pool in, but you can see here that the lot kind of lend itself to the size of the home rather than leaving room for the pool. So that's okay though. Sort of adding in these landscaping details. Not my favorite part. You can see kind of did bare minimum there, but still gives a feel I like. Was really struggling on what to do with this space. So I decided to make this just a larger sort of gym area. I put in this bathroom. I know Sims like to shower or go to the bathroom after working out. So I'm kind of creating this little gym space in here. Pretty simple. Nothing, didn't go too crazy on any of the decor. Did add though these lockers, which I really like. I think that's a nice addition. Then also struggling what to do with this area. So I decided to make this a little art nook here, just adding some details. How would I imagine the sim to live the space? Brighten it up a little bit, add a desk for reading, drawing, anything really, however I imagine. And then just filling the space with this little bench here. Details, reviewing the place. Then I realized I wanted to make this sort of this Jack and Jill bedroom up here to fill this space. Don't really know, didn't really favor a gender, but sort of just went with two color guidelines. So this first room will be sort of black, white, gold, a little bit more modern, a little bit more clean. And the second room will be a little bit more blue toned. I just like to always try different items together to kind of test my design style and capabilities, so it's always fun for me to just mix and match color schemes, design styles. And then you can see here, I start to add these sort of blue accents and finishes. Struggle with the pillows for a while. And for some reason, my video cuts out. It just stops recording sort of mid me creating the bathroom. Here I'm just adding some final details to the room. and start to go to create this Jack and Jill bathroom, but my computer doesn't like me, so it didn't record like I wanted it to. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment and like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.